caught up with Jon Turcott here in Los Angeles. Hollywood, baby. How does it feel to be out here caddying on the PGA Tour, Jon?
Oh, it's good. Life is good. Ready for a nice week. Weather's good. Just avoid the traffic. Make sure you get on time. I know we're going to get a little weather on Friday. Hopefully not too bad on Thursday, but good to be out.
Who are you caddying for now, and how long you been with him?
I work for Jon. We've been off and on for the last 4 years. Him and Spencer Levine is kind of who I've been back and forth with.
Sure.
But yeah, looking forward to a good week. We'll see what happens.
Since you gave this a try yourself, it's been a lot of caddying, hasn't it? And raising a family.
Yeah. I got 2 kids, 4 and 8, Ellen, Frank, and yeah, it's less stressful being on the caddy side, but you know, sometimes there's times where you want to be on the other side. It's just you still get to be in the competitive spirit, you know, and still be a part of the game, and it's what I know best. So.
How did you hook up with the caddying thing, and was a lot of it with ties that you made playing?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a lot of friends that I've made playing, and agents, and you know, just being in the business for a long time. So yeah, it's not too bad. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, you know, but just like any other job, except we're traveling all over the place.
Yeah.
But when I'm home, I'm home. When I'm away, I'm away.
And family's okay with that?
Yeah.
You know, you coming out here?
They don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice.
You got to put food on the table, don't they?
That's true.
Right?
That's true. How are you as a caddy versus when you were a player in terms of grinding on your guys every shot, that kind of thing?
Tell you, I think it gives you a little different perspective when you're caddying on golf and the game, and you know how really one shot really matters the most ever. And you know, when you leave a putt short, when you're caddying, and you see him leave it short, it's different than if you're playing and you left it just short. You know, it's like, I don't know, you just see really the positive things that can happen. You know, as opposed to when you're playing, you don't have these going off. You know,
right.
The demons telling you not to hit it left, not to hit it in the water. You know, it's just. I'm just thinking he's going to stripe it every time, and I hope I can play a video game out there.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah, and that it's every shot's on. Now, what's been your best finish with a person out here? And
we finished third one time. Jon did. Spencer, we got up there. We finished fourth. Had the lead at Memorial. We had the lead. Spencer and I at Memorial. And Jon and I at Harbortown had the lead sometime through the last round.
So, when you've been out here, what's been like maybe the funnest place, the most, you know, you don't seem like a guy that gets too, you know, caught up in where you are, but have there been some locations that have been, you know, kind of knocked you in the face and said, wow, I can't believe I'm here?
I guess Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii's fun. You know, it's a long ways to go. I get to rent my moped every year. It's kind of nice.
On the beach?
Yeah, I haven't put my foot in the sand.
Really?
Yeah. The last 3 years I've been there, I haven't.
You just ride your moped?
I just ride my moped.
Up
to
and down
and
the
from
island?
work. Yeah.
Really?
It's great.
Nice.
Dynamite. It's fun. That's probably the best.
Yeah. Do you play anymore?
You know, on my off time. You know, I think I will probably as the kids get a little older and get a little more interest if they want to. You know, I'm not going to force it on them or nothing, but my son seems to be pretty into it. He likes it. But you know, it's nice to go play with the dad, play with friends at home. But
Will you ever play another tournament?
I don't think so. Kyle. Maybe the State Open sometime.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not really thinking of playing now.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of the route I've taken, and who knows though? I might have a dream one night. We'll see.
How many weeks a year are you out here?
Probably half.
So
like 24, 26, somewhere in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
then you're home for half, so.
Right. And you've got an off season.
Yeah.
You know, you've got
a
time.
little bit. It's nice when you're on Thanksgiving, home for Christmas, you know, home for New Year's, and then you go to work.
Yeah. You keep in touch with guys that either went to college or especially high school with?
Yeah. Yeah, I just spoke with Brodell today, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I see Kevin Tesistro, who was on the UW team with me. He works for Titleist now in the engineering department, research and stuff. But yeah, it's good to see guys. That's the beauty of this job, you know. You get to travel around, and you've made a lot of friends. I've made a lot of friends different cities all over the place. You know,
Mhm.
some friends have moved here, moved there, moved to San Fran. You know,
Yeah,
so I get to stop and see them.
yeah,
You know, teammates and such from the past.
sure.
It's cool.
And when did you relocate from North Carolina back to Wisconsin? That a couple years
A
ago
couple
now?
years ago. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much 2 years ago from there right now.
So
Yeah.
is it easier to get around, you know, coming and going from
I'd say
Waunakee?
traveling out of Madison isn't easier,
Okay.
just because there's a fair amount of tournaments on the East Coast, and I used to just hop in my car and roll, you know.
Yep.
And I like to drive if I can, if
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yep.
But, you know, flying out of Madison's a little pricey at times,
Yeah.
you know, if you're not booking it months in advance.
Right.
But
And how far in advance do you know when you're going to work? Does he have his schedule together pretty far in advance?
I mean,
or-
I just hate changing my flights, you know.
Mhm.
But, you know, I usually know a month ahead of time or something
Sure.
what the next month's going to look like. So
And Riviera.
we're going to go to Honda after this,
Okay.
and then a week off,
Okay.
and then Tampa and Bay Hill.
Were you up
That's
pedal
gonna be
last week
next
or
month.
no?
No.
No. So okay.
Mm-mm.
Awesome. Well, John, it's always good to see you.
Hey, good to see you around.